Okay, thank you. So, San Diego City Council, me again. My name is Kat. I'm a cop watcher in District 9. I film police, and Nislet knows me. So I want to show a video of the newly appointed San Diego Police Chief David Nislet threatening to charge me in one particular instance with civil unrest for the actions of other protesters who may commit civil disobedience. Now, this was during a protest for somebody who was killed by police in city, protest taking place in City Heights. Thank you.
Afternoon. How are you? You said target. What's the plan today?
We'll see how many people show up.
Okay. Do you plan to march today, or what do you plan to do?
We may march to November.
Okay. Unless you get to a big number, I'm going to ask you to stay on the sidewalks. Okay. Because technically, even with a big number, you don't technically have a right to the street. We've always just done it as a courtesy to keep you safe and everybody else safe. But if the numbers stay pretty small, we'll just ask you to stay on the sidewalks, and we'll help facilitate you through the intersections. Okay?
How many members was there in police march?
The police march is about 200.
That's not true. The community march that you guys just had right here?
Yeah, I was there.
Yeah, there was not 200.
That's the number I counted.
Okay. I'd say maybe 20.
But
Yeah.
I don't know what exactly defines this one.
I'll let you know before you step off.
Can you let everybody know?
You're the organizer.
So community and compliance with the officers are allowed to take the streets, but we're not?
One person right now, okay? That's Kat.
I'm allowed to talk anytime I want.
I've told you this before. You're the main organizer. I can go on Facebook as you the sole organizer, so I'm talking to you. So you can be held liable.
She didn't organize this event. Okay. This is the family that is organizing this event. We as an organization are helping to facilitate this.
I wasn't even talking to you.
In this job, I always tell people, as I mentor people out, this is a people business. If you don't understand that you got into this profession for the wrong reason.
Threats about any arrests or anybody being held responsible because he...
I've talked to Kathy that she would be held liable if you guys do civil unrest, yes.
What is civil unrest in your definition?
You look it up.
What's with the attitude for being a captain?
Does anybody have,
I mean, you think that you would respect the community a little more.
I try, but you guys won't listen to me.
We're listening to you. Obviously we are, because you haven't arrested anybody.
I try to be very courteous to you folks.
I know, but it's the way that you talk to us. I mean, you're like sick of us, you know?
I talk to you very matter of fact.
We are only doing this as our First Amendment. We are exercising our First Amendment.
Okay, thank you for showing that. I would like to quote the ACLU of San Diego saying they defend and preserve the rights and freedoms guaranteed by the Constitution and U.S. law. And now just to inform the ACLU, one of our black cop watchers was detained and ticketed for his right to free speech and right to free press, in which you have been silent on. Black lives practicing their freedom of speech and freedom of press should be ACLU San Diego's priority as well going forward. But now, I want to ask Police Chief Nislet, didn't you take an oath to defend the Constitution? Are there not SDPD policies stating the public has a right to film and have a right to protest? How am I responsible for the actions of others in a public space, especially when there has been no directive towards them in any way? More importantly, to the ACLU's SDPD and to the new Coalition for Police Accountability and Transparency, what justice will be given to the families who already lost a family member during a police interaction? Will they receive any type of reparations for their loss? Currently, Copwatchers have documented over 1,000 stops in the past year and a half in the area of District 9, City Heights, and San Diego in general by officers. We have faced verbal intimidation and retaliation, along with questionable procedures we have witnessed. But they are in a public space, and you know what? They're public servants. We pay that salary as taxpayers. I do also agree with the ACLU holding our leaders accountable, for it is a responsibility, a civic responsibility we all share. How do we do this? Is by cop-watching police interactions and reminding police of the people killed by them, which is why we protest in the streets, like you saw. Surviving families such as Victor Ortega's, Thong Soon Velasane, Lamontes Jones, all of these names are our families we support, and this is why we are out on the street, and we will continue to do that.
Thank you. Thank you, ma'am. We'll now turn to...